much did this thing cost?
This was $200. And I put it on an Amazon credit card.
What's an Amazon credit card?
It just let me pay in installments.
Of what, 25?
Like how at any store you could. Yeah, I did I think I paid it in 4 months.
Okay.
I just wanted to get it in time. Or I was itching to start something, so I got this, and I didn't have all cash at the time. Trying to do the same thing with an iPhone, but those motherfuckers at Apple took away the financing on the Apple credit card as soon as I got it.
What's financing?
Like paying a phone off in installments instead of having to do it all at once.
Oh, right, okay.
Like how you do with a car.
Yeah.
I'm not very liquid, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I usually just pay for things all at once,
That's the way to do it.
Most of the time I don't buy things I can't afford. I have a credit card and I've done it before. I put things on there and take a little while to pay it off. But it's never been more than 4 months the most it took me to pay it off.
Yeah, I don't do anything with the interest rate. But if it's just free installment payments and it's something expensive, I'm in.
Right.
Why not?
Right. All right.
So what brought us here today as Chris Rojas as the first returning guest, I mean.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How about that?
And you got fucking God damn it. Well, you got an Instagram now.
It's not
Chris
mine.
Rojas Comedy.
It's not mine, but it's...
But you're all over it.
Yeah.
Actually, Mark's the one. Mark's the one running it. Your publicist over there.
Yeah.
Are you okay? What? I don't know. Who's Matt?
Matty Redhead, yeah.
Oh, was he in the tux?
Yeah.
And you just used the K word? Oh, fair. What brings us here today? Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, that guy's dick's huge.
The ambulance driver? That was just ambulance, taped onto the side of, a Dodge Durango. I don't know what that was.
Yeah. People always do that when it's a loud car. They're like, oh, that guy's compensating for something.
Yes. Oh, you might not want to mess with the mic cord, I've noticed. It, makes it pop. I'm not sure how the physics of that works.
Okay.
But yeah, follow Chris on Instagram. It's going to be huge.
Or don't.
Don't. Chris hates that he's on Instagram. He was put on Instagram against his will.
Yeah,
Fair.
It's not me that's on there who you're talking to. It's Mark. Mark does the whole thing and takes care of it, and
Wow, you have a really white dick, Chris.
A white what?
Dick.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So what brings us here today is I've been doing a joke about how life has no meaning, and then Chris has been following me most nights saying life does have meaning. And we wanted to get together on camera and discuss this.
Yeah.
I'm not fully towards my opinion all the way, but I could definitely make the argument.
You could make the argument?
I could make the argument that life is basically meaningless.
Why could you? Why?
Because, I mean, what are we doing here?
Why would you? Could you make that argument if you if you're not fully like invested in that point of view.
I haven't been fully invested in any of this.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't have hard opinions on anything. I'm always open to change. But, you know, there's been a lot of people, man. And none of them are around.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes.
I
yeah.
guess so, but
That's how it happens.
I don't know what could make life meaningful. Have meaning.
What could make it meaningful?
Yes.
I mean,
I suppose if it was infinite, but that doesn't sound meaningful. Nothing means anything.
no, it's not infinite. I mean, all the science is it's already in, dude. Like,
People die.
yeah. And on top of that, they're saying like in however many billion years the sun is gonna like extinguish, and then like everything's gonna be like done for.
Exactly.
But before that, however many millions of years or thousands or
I think it's
100,
billions.
depending on what
I got so many comments on our YouTube clips saying I posted the one us arguing mirrors and me not knowing my left and right, and people think we are retarded.
Dude,
but they were getting good
I
results. A lot of
guarantee
people
you
liked
they
them as
couldn't.
well.
I guarantee you they couldn't sit there and explain how they work.
Mo did a pretty good job, and I got
Well-
a couple of comments that kind of made sense for me.
Yeah.
They were like, picture you are the mirror, and that's what you're seeing. But that still doesn't explain. That still
Picture
doesn't
you're the
explain.
mirror
Yeah,
and-
you're the mirror. So you're seeing as the mirror. Your eyes, duct tape those to a mirror.
Duct tape.
Well, not duct tape, see-through tape. So you could still see.
And then everybody's looking at you.
Yes.
And that's what they're seeing.
That's what you see. That's what the mirror is eyes pointing back at you.
Yeah. Except the mirror doesn't like. All it does is reflect. It doesn't see anything, you know.
Yes, mirrors are inanimate objects. Except that one bitch from Snow White. The evil mirror. No, the mirror was cool, I think. Oh, nice. I was wondering if those were going to come on. It was getting dark out here. You seem quiet today, Chris.
You see, and then in however many millions or thousands or hundreds, whatever, depending on what movie you're watching, you know, the human race is going to be gone long before the sun extinguishes.
Yes, or
You know-
we escape the solar system and we're all good. But eventually, the universe all becomes the same temperature and everything dies.
Yeah, who cares if we escape, man?
I thought you were taking the side that it was meaningful.
Yeah, I still am.
Okay.
I haven't changed them.
Okay, yeah, I thought you seemed like you were giving some negatives. What makes life meaningful?
You see, and that's the thing, dude. Maybe we'll live to see people go to space and inhabit it like that, but like, you know, get off of Earth.
Space and heaven? Is that what it is?
Well, dude,
That would be sick if we found heaven.
if we found. There's no finding heaven.
No?
Heaven.
You can find it right here, man, while we're
Well,
alive.
Yeah. Heaven is for the living.
Yes.
Heaven. Yeah.
What
Nobody.
do you think happens when you die?
What do I think?
Yes.
It just, you know, you just die, and that's it. But like you, that's like what happens when you die. Like, there's nothing outside of, like, you know, like Earth like that. But you already are passed on, like, in the world that you were already inhabiting, you know? Like, your you know, your soul and your, like, the way people remember you, and like footprints you made, your matter, that's already in the world, you know? That's like as soon as you're born, like that's what you are and that's where you are, you know? Like, you know, on Earth. So if you're asking like the meaning is that like that you're like you're already here. So
Okay. The meaning is that you're here. I'm not saying life's not great every now and then. Life's a good time, but does it matter?
does it matter to who? Like
Exactly.
Like-
Who could it matter to?
no. No. You're saying it like does it have meaning? Does it matter? As if it's like there's somebody like above us asking the question and we have to like prove it to them, you know? Like
I'm asking you to prove it to me, and I'm a little taller, so I guess I'm above you. But
Yeah,
that's
well,
all that's happening here.
I feel very little of a obligation to prove it to you. Like
Why'd you want to do this?
well, because I'm trying to like
Work out the thoughts.
no, I'm trying to tell you that it's
Tell but not prove.
yeah, well,
You're going
because
to
I
tell
don't.
me, but you don't care how.
What is there to prove about like what you've like made? You know, like you make your like you make your mind up about like it's like it's proving in what way to who, you know? You could prove it or disprove it logically, but like I don't like that's not what I'm like. I'm not logical like I it would take me a lot longer to like figure that out logically, but like you could you could talk to anybody. It's like and not you don't need to like get to a certain point to be able to like for something to like to like already have meaning, you know? Like you I don't have to sit here and prove it, but it's like obviously like people
Just the fact that it exists.
people put on makeup, they put on their lipstick, they like sometimes take a shower.
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah. And it's like clearly it has meaning, dude. Like to other people, you know? Like
Other people matter. Yeah, everybody matters.
yeah.
I
But then
guess
you're
I was
also
asking
saying
for a more
you're saying
scientific attack at
you're
this
you're saying
from the mind
but
of
then
Chris
you're saying
Rojas.
nothing matters. The
I'm
other-
saying
other-
technically nothing matters. Yes, it matters
What
to
is
you, but
te-
why do you matter?
technically
or why do I matter?
okay, well then technically what do you mean technically?
I
Tec-
mean,
you're saying
you
technically
feel
because
like
of
it
the
matters,
outcome?
so it matters.
You're saying because of the outcome?
Yeah,
Oh, because like
because
we're-
everybody's gonna be gone.
and that's why it doesn't matter.
I suppose so, but I'm not sure if it would, even if everybody lived forever.
Dude, if we all died right now, or if we all were vampires and we lived forever, it would
still matter.
yeah. Because it's like
I don't like the side of this that I'm on.
yeah. I don't either. It's like
This all started from a joke I was trying to do.
well, like if there's like if there's a mess on the floor and just like dust and stuff on the floor and you go to sweep it up and then it's gone. It's clean. And then 2 days later, there's more crumbs there.
Yeah.
You know, you can sit there and be like, wow, this is just going to keep going on and on. You know, like, none of this matters.
Why clean your car if it's going to get dirty?
So that you can keep it clean. That's why. But if you don't want to clean your car because you're lazy, and you're like, yeah, it takes effort to clean your car, or you did that mess on the floor.
Yeah.
But
it's worth it.
that doesn't change the clean or messy, you know. That doesn't change the clean or messy. It's like the two states of things, and it's the same thing as being alive, being dead. You know, you can you be alive, not be alive. You can choose not to be alive, but that doesn't change the inherent two states of existence, you know. So
so we are the crumbs in this analogy?
No.
Or are we the person cleaning the crumbs?
No, we're we're the ones cleaning the mess.
Cleaning the mess.
Yeah.
Making life better for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying it's your point of view, I could argue that. But what does that mean? You could.
Oh, I think it's a strong argument.
From who?
I don't want it to be right.
Well, from who is this argument coming from? From you?
I suppose so.
You suppose.
I'm the one here.
But why why do you suppose? Why don't you just... Because you're the one arguing it, so it's not like somebody else's... somebody else might have planted the idea, but you're the one arguing it. So I'm saying, that's... Then why don't...
Why am I doing this?
You're not you seem like you're not persuaded of the effort it would take to make that argument. The saying I was saying, yeah, we're the ones sweeping it up, making it clean. It's at any point you could just give up and be like, oh, fuck this.
I don't want to give up. It's a good time.
Yeah, but at the same time it takes that effort from you. So
Michael Graham.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi guys, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I did mean to interrupt. The lighting looked perfect for an interruption, so keep going with Chris. This guy's fucking hilarious, and I just want to say I'm gay. Dead panda, motherfucker.
There's your interruption from the Mark Norman ripoff.
The Mark Norman ripoff. What does that mean?
He ends all his sets by saying I'm gay.
Oh. Is that what Mark Norman does?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Do you know Mark Norman?
Yeah, I remember sometimes when some clips I saw where he'd end it thanks guys, I'm Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Does he not do that anymore?
Maybe he does.
Oh.
I think you'd have to see him live. I think he did. I didn't finish his most recent special.
Oh. Where's that special on?
Netflix.
Okay, cool.
The other one was on YouTube, and I think he did do it on that one. I'm Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, well, do you you see what I'm kind of getting at? What I'm trying to say is
I completely see what you're trying to say. This was just like on the other one, we just got topics and pick sides,
Yeah.
and I would pick a side. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. But also, I see the points.
Yeah, but like, what is like? You seem like you're afraid to commit to like a point of view.
I don't have strong opinions on things.
Yeah, you do.
Not really.
Yeah, you. Is that?
I can be convinced of many things by people that are smarter than me.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not saying you don't. I'm sure you have an open mind, but like, you seem like hesitant to like have like a, like your own mind made up about.
I like to leave
Something.
room for new information. Maybe
Well-
I'll become a Mormon next week.
No, you won't.
Maybe. I got the hair. I got the. Can you just become a Mormon? Or do you
No,
have to be born into
no,
it?
no. That's what I'm saying. You can't just become well, you can choose to become a Mormon,
Yeah.
but you're not just gonna like find yourself like just in a Mormon church like that like next week. Like
Salt Lake's not too far.
you would have to undergo like a certain like amount of like
One of those guys could come knocking on my door, make a strong argument. I'm like, damn, I like what you're saying. I'll follow you to Salt Lake. Let's hop on your bike.
I don't think you would.
I don't
don't-
think I would either.
Yeah.
I'm saying it could happen. I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't see the future.
Yeah, well, of course it could happen, but I'm saying you do have your own point of view that it would take to where it would take a lot for it to shake you from that to go on a bike to Salt Lake City, because you're already convinced of your own routine and your own way of life right now, to where you wouldn't just up and go do that, but
Like, I don't know. You're convincing me of this pretty well, I'd
But I
say.
think-
I'm shaking in my boots.
and I'm
on this
not
argument.
I'm not saying that you wouldn't do that, because like I could see that you may be doing that. Like, and that could happen, but like I'm saying it wouldn't happen that quickly, like because
Some other stuff would have to happen.
you'd have to quit your job, have to decide, are you gonna put your 2 weeks in, or are you just gonna leave? Depending on how much you resent it or you don't like the job, or how much of would it be too much to just for you to do you not care enough to where you would just leave like that,
I'm all in on Mormon Jesus, baby. I don't
and then
need
you
to,
would
I
have
don't care what
to,
my job thinks
you'd have
about
to
me.
talk to your girlfriend too, and your
There's plenty of girlfriends in Salt Lake City.
yeah, well, there's one over here. You got to tell them where you're going, and I'm probably not going to be back.
I get
so
sister wives down there, baby.
yeah, so she's probably going to be like beg for you to stay, or like just depending on where you're at, she might just be like okay, and then you might have second guess yourself, and then
Yeah, I'd
there's-
be like, shit, that was easy.
yeah, but then there's your
I
house.
thought she was gonna put up a fight.
There's your house that
I
you're
rent.
paying. Yeah, you rent. The house you're renting, like you got to figure out like, oh, terminate the lease, just leave. What am I doing? Then you got to pack your stuff. How much of your stuff do you want to pack? How much do you want to take?
I feel like the Mormon church gives you clothes. Seems like those guys all dress the same.
Well,
Maybe I'm thinking Jehovah's Witnesses.
they dress like that, like for church and for when they're doing the missionary stuff.
Were you raised with religion?
Yeah.
What kind?
I'm a Christian.
Christian?
Yeah. And
Still
that's-
in it?
Yeah.
Hell
uh-huh.
yeah.
And I was
Go
raised.
to church and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I was raised that way. And then my mom and dad are still, go to church and like they're a Christian. Follow that faith. The Christian faith, but yeah, that's how I was raised. But it's like, in the meantime, I've had plenty of like reason and persuasion and things to be, arguments to be convinced of that, this religion, it's like it's not real, and it's not
But a good set of guidelines.
yeah. No.
No.
Not a good set of guidelines. It's not like a a bulletin that you posted at at work or something. It's
It may have been at one point. Jesus hanging up flyers around town.
I don't think that's how he did it.
Yeah.
I think he just
Guess the
spread-
printing press wasn't invented yet. Hard
I think
to
he
make
just
flyers.
spread the word on his own, and then word. It was also passed through like his disciples, and then word of mouth too. Excuse me. But like, yeah.
Is that a designated hanky?
It's just what I've got on hand at the moment.
Do you reuse it though?
Well, of course. I just put it back in my pocket.
Saw that.
I don't want to make a big thing about it, but yeah.
Hell yeah. Hankies seem cool.
Well, it's
Is that the term? What's the
Hanger-
old handkerchief?
Handkerchief,
Yeah. There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah, life's cool. There's a beautiful moon out. Beautiful crescent moon.
Did you see Oppenheimer?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I think we talked about this on the last one.
Yeah.
You had
yeah.
your mind blown though.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was enticed to see it. It may have already been out of theaters when we talked though.
Last time?
Yeah.
No, it was in theaters still.
Okay.
It's been out of theaters for like a month or so now. But
Maybe I'll check it out on streaming or DVD because I've had a lot of people tell me it was awesome.
mhm.
It sounded long.
And their
But
whole thing
long
is
movies can be good.
their whole thing is that they're discovering things and learning things at an astonishing rate. They can't stop absorbing knowledge and information and then just slamming it together and just discovering things it seems almost at the same point in time. But then they get the dilemma is they get to the point where they've made so many discoveries to where they're at the point where they made they're in a race to make the atomic bomb, and they know that the theory is that how does it go? It's if once one atom splits, something I can't remember, that they'll just keep slamming into each other
Yeah, they weren't sure if it
infinite-
was going to just light the whole atmosphere on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infinite number of times. The thing is, like, it could happen to where, like, the atoms just slam into each other an infinite number of times, and then it's like beyond, like, it just keeps doing that till the whole Earth, like, burns.
Disintegrates?
Yeah.
That'd be no fun.
It's like, so then they're like, their whole, like, moral dilemma is just like, do we go forward with this? We could, like, end the human race as we know it. And then it's kind of like they kind of have to make that decision, like, before they've really had the time to logically, like, spell it out, to really just think about it, and, like,
Better we all die than the Nazis win.
they had to make up their mind more quickly than they could lay out, like, a whole argument.
A pros and cons list.
Like, before they could write a book about why not to do that, like, they had to already make that decision, and so basically the way they made the decision was being like, well, do you want to take that risk? The Nazis could discover it before us,
The Nazis were some risk takers.
Yeah.
There's that Bob Dylan song, God on Their Side.
What's the song?
He just goes through, like, all the horrible atrocities throughout time, and then he's like, they had God on their side. Basically, everybody believes
Right.
their God's right and they're doing the right thing.
God or not, or who's convinced of who, and, like, what's, what is actually real or not, is like, that's not really the thing that's, like, when it comes down to it, that's, like, actually, like, important.
Have I upset you?
No, I'm just
Okay.
like, I'm just trying to
Just wanted to make sure. I'm back.
yeah, you're back.
So, where were we? Something about Nazis. Nazis
Yeah.
are bad.
So you're, like, you're some loved one passes away, or something, you love passes away. It's like you feel that, like, beyond what you can, like, explain,
Yeah. I just had to put my dog down. I was
Yeah.
bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. And it's like,
Didn't even know I liked him that much.
yeah. But
Loved,
in, like,
you would even say.
what's that?
I said loved, you would even say.
Well, you would say.
I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying you as a
And that's
turn
why,
of
where I'm
phrase.
telling you, you have
I love
strong,
that dog.
you have strong opinions. You're, like, just like, hesitant, like, kind of afraid to, like, go ahead and just say that, like, like, say that just, like, out loud, or, like, just to, to anybody, because it's
Say what?
that you have strong opinions about things, and
Yeah, I don't think I'm
people.
very smart is the problem.
it's not about whether you're smart or not. That's what I'm saying, is that, like,
Smart people's opinions are better than dumb people's. Most of the time.
yeah. And it's the same thing, like, the first time, like, a baby is separated from its mother, like, it doesn't know the difference,
Between what?
like, it doesn't know, oh, his mom's coming back soon, and then the mom knows, like, she's going to the store or something, she knows, or going to work, first time, like, she's had her newborn, and she's like, she's not there with her baby. The first time that happened, she's not there with her baby. She knows the difference. Like, logically, she knows that she's going to the store, she'll be back. But
Baby doesn't know what's going on.
But for both of them, it's the same feeling. It's the same feeling. And it's like, it's like dying, you know? It's like one died to the other. And that's how, like, that's what that, you know, that absence is, you know? So what I'm kind of trying to say is that, like, you know, whether you can sit here and explain, like, the meaning of something, or, like, you make an argument for the meaning of life, it's like you already feel it and you already know it, whether you're smart enough to explain that or not, or to, like, persuade somebody else of that or not. And I'm just saying it's up to you to decide, like, how much you want to, like, how willing you are to persuade yourself of that, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm going to you like, oh, you could make the argument. Well, what is that? You could make the argument? Why would you just hold that possibility in your head because you know it's that, like, you could explain that, but if you already know that, then you already know that, like, whether
Well, you feel that I don't know, you make your own meaning. You feel that life's good, and life, yeah, hopefully has I was talking about a grand scale, but yeah, you're like, to who? This is all that matters.
Yeah, and you're like, that's where you're kind of like telling yourself, based on, like, you know, the facts are in, you know, we're all just gonna be gone. And you're like, oh, so that's why it's meaningless, because of the outcome. But, like, you're not gonna go just jump off a cliff tonight, because you, like,
People do it a lot.
they do, but they get to that point, you know. And I'm saying, like, they get to that point, like, they've reasoned it, you know, within themselves, and have used, you know, their surroundings as, like, you know, to prove or evidence of why, you know, to make that argument to themselves, you know. But
if you put in the work of sweeping up the crumbs, as you were saying,
yeah,
then it won't happen.
But it's just like, all I'm saying is that I'm not saying about, like, the right or wrong of it, the should or shouldn't of it. I'm saying that regardless, it takes that effort to sweep up the crumbs, you know. So in the same way, to jump off a building, it would still take that effort. So you would have to be persuaded somehow that was, like, that was the way to, you know,
the right call.
Because you wouldn't do that if you didn't know that was an option, you know. You wouldn't do that.
You might do it on accident.
Yeah, but then we're not talking about.
Or you think you can fly?
But then we're not. Yeah. But then that's not the same thing. But then, you know, of like.
Oh yeah, you can't do something you don't know about. But as long as cliffs have existed, people have been jumping off of them, I bet.
Yeah, and maybe they were.
That's how
some of them were deluded.
Primitive people would kill buffaloes and chase
really?
them all off a cliff.
Wow.
Those were wild times.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes you would accidentally get the whole herd going instead of just like 2 or 3.
Oh,
so
wow.
they all like stampede and they can't stop themselves.
Wow.
So they found like piles of bones and shit.
That's very savage. Just in like how, like, wow, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, we can't even. There aren't even refrigerators or anything. We better get to it. Better get down there, start eating.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that, like, the urge, you know, the impulse, like, the thing, you know,
I think you're convincing me. I was playing a bit of a character. Also, there's just you know, sometimes you feel like, what are we doing?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Like, things go that way a lot, and people now, they like, you know, things catch on. Like, it's not an accident that there's so many, like, mass shootings. Like, people look at what other people do, and they're like, oh, that's a good idea, you know. In the same way, it feels like nowadays, like, kind of like suicide is like a trendy thing now. It's a trend.
Is it? Are more people doing it now?
More people talking about it now.
Yeah, that seems like the people make a lot more jokes openly about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like online and stuff.
Yeah.
KYS is like a thing you text. Or KMS. Kill myself.
Oh.
Not you. Not a thing you text, and I wasn't saying that to you. You tired?
Oh, no, I'm not tired. I'm just... Are they starting the show now?
Yeah, it looks pretty dark in there.
Oh.
I don't think it's that time yet. They might
Dude,
just be...
they can pull us out whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, we'll just keep going for a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll be first up. We could even get back to this in between your first and last set.
No, I'm gonna try to race over to Shanny Dolan's
Oh,
for
in between?
like a little bit, yeah, and then come
you
back.
can leave your bike locked up, and we can take my car.
Oh,
I got
you
like
wanna-
the
you
first spot. Oh
Oh,
shit!
you got the
know
first
what?
spot?
We'll see.
First spot?
Yeah, I might need to get in there.
Okay,
Actually, I
all
forgot
right.
about
Yeah,
that.
no problem.
Thank you,
All
Chris.
right, yeah, no-
I think you convinced, persuaded me, gave me some good things to think about.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I think, you know, being as conscious and able as, you know, thinking as you are, like, you know, you shouldn't be afraid so much that you hold yourself back from, like, you know, having a full opinion or fully forming an opinion about, you know, something. So
I suppose so.
yeah.
It's good to be open-minded, though.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, it is. But I'm saying at some point, like, you got to make up your own mind, you know. You're not just like Google is what receives and spits out information. You know, you have a conscience.
Feelings and whatnot.
Yeah. Some saying, you know, like, that opportunity that you have to make up your own mind, like, you know, you should use it.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
I'm still acquiring information, I guess.
Until
Still getting
when?
a feel for everything. I don't know. We'll see how the dice roll.
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right, I'm gonna go see what's going on in there.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Yeah.
And
thank you
maybe
for
we'll
having
continue
me, yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh.
Go and watch Nathan's set so you know what
Oh.
to say.
Oh shit!
Hey, you guys filming something?
Jesus. What's up, Michael?
Oh, I'm Chris. I love him.
We were just wrapping up. We thought Matt was still on stage.
Okay, yeah. He is, but then Molman was like, "Hey, how is Chris going to know what to say? And I was like, hey, yeah, that's true, because if you guys kept going, I was just going to come and tag out with either one of you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I got the first spot. Maybe this will be a you and Chris spot at one point.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, shit, if you guys are wrapping up, this is... Hey, guys, if you're a fan of Luke Demas, come and see him on Wednesday nights here at the Art Society or wherever else he is. But you can see all of the funny ding-dongs that come and do all this shit.
All courtesy of Michael Graham. You make this scene happen. You're awesome.
I'm gay as hell, man. Like, I'll say it a million times. Like, but no, if you guys do want to laugh, like, this is the best show. Maddie Redhead is dressed like Elton John, but like, bisexual, but like...
Bisexual Elton John?
Well, yeah, he like bisexual in the sense that he started gay and wanted to try it with a chick once.
Oh, okay.
He went reverse bisexual.
That's only reverse because of your bigotry, Michael. No, that's a good way to do it.
Gay,
Start
all
gay.
right? I'm
yeah.
just saying, he was born gay. That's what Rocket Man was about, a dick. So
Red Rocket Man.
that's what I'm saying. And I'd write it all the way to the bank.
We were debating if life has meaning. What do you think about that?
You know, I think that if you keep up with observable particle theory,
Which are you big into?
I am actually.
Oh, really?
the people that won the Nobel Prize in theoretical physics last year basically disproved the universe. So the idea.
The fuck does that mean?
When the smallest particles are observed, when they know they're being watched, they behave differently. And the scientists at CERN proved that through their Large Hadron Collider by basically like making a blind shade for particles. So like they knew if they were open, they would act like a wave or something. I might have this backwards. This is where my high brain is fucking it
I
up.
have heard a little bit of this, and see, you're giving me a better explanation than anybody.
And then if it was open, they would go as a ray. So they would go in like a straight line. And so they were like, ooh, they know they're being watched. And so that suggests everything. We all live in the Matrix. Follow your dreams. Nothing is real. Everything is fucked up. And reach for the stars.
Isn't that just like if you put a door in the ocean, there aren't going to be waves going through it?
Well, this is... that's a good question. Then you're starting to talk about... that's a third-dimensional perspective of this, and this would go into fifth-dimensional. There are angles within angles that we can't perceive because of our eyes. So when these microscopic material, they don't know how they behave because they can't be observed in different dimensions. So this is a very shitty-brained explanation. Why are we getting dragged into this right now? I smoked a lot of weed before this. Hey, Grandma. You proud of me yet? What do I gotta do, Grandma?
Is your grandma proud of you?
Probably not.
Oh.
Nah. Well, no, my grandma is. The rest of the family, probably not so much. I talk a lot of shit about the rest of the family. But
your dad seemed cool that one night he was here.
My dad, dope as fuck. Realest guy on the planet.
But not proud.
But not proud. But no, well, what do I gotta do, man? I'm a foot taller than you, dude. Come on.
Why do people drive the loudest cars in the world down this?
Because this is beautiful Midtown, Reno.
Did anybody sign up for before me, do you know?
No.
Okay.
So you're... But
I should
Nathan,
probably get in
then
there
Chris,
also.
then Luke.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Well, this is point 5. I'm the Patreon exclusive.
That'd be so...
That'd be sick, right?
Yeah. I just... that'd be cocky of me to have a Patreon.
I'd subscribe.
Maybe then. That's all you need.
$5 a month to Luke Demas? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, and then I'm the dipshit that's the bonus feature? That would be the coolest.
I'd pay $5 to hear myself talk.
Yeah. Oh. Albert, look at that big motherfucker in there.
He's
huge.
huge.
Oh, JJ's blowing smoke up his ass. I love JJ too.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh man, he's gonna do the Up in Smoke next week. So anyway,
Yeah.
hey, if you see this before whatever the next week is, Come to the Art Society.
This will be next Friday.
Next Friday, then you're going to miss this. The Up in Smoke will have already happened. Come to Cuddle Night. Amy Thompson, special guest from Sacramento. She's been doing the Dress to Kill shows out in Punchline in Sacramento. Come and see that. That one will be worth watching. We're all going to dress up in onesies, and we're going to do a honey roast battle. So we're going to do a compliment battle that night.
That'll be a fun one. I remember doing that last year, I think.
Yeah, so bring
That
a
was
loved
fun.
one.
Well, I'm going to see where they're at in there real quick. Can you watch this stuff?
Yeah. Do you want me to just...
You can vamp if you want. I might just stop it, whatever.
Yeah, you can stop it. Yeah.